theory is a collection of elements. That is, what are the elements of symmetry means E is one of the elements, identity elements of a symmetry. Cn is nothing but a rotational axis. Sigma h is nothing but a horizontal plane of symmetry. Sigma b is a vertical plane of symmetry. Sigma d is a dihedral plane of symmetry. Sn is a rotation reflection axis of symmetry. These are the elements of symmetry of a group that are interrelated as per the set of rules. As per the certain set of rules, it are interrelated. The set of rules, that is 5 different set of rules are there. That is first rule. What the first rule says that product of two elements or the square of each elements must be the element in the same group. Must be the element in the same group. That is, suppose if we come to the explanation of this one, think that A is one of the elements of the symmetry, B is another element of symmetry. That is, I can operate in different way. That is, I can operate in different way. That is, A can be operated on B or B can be operated on A. That is, or A can be squared or B can be squared. The product of that one, when you do the operation, you will have certain product. That is, product of that one should be the element in the same group. Should be the element in the same group. This is the first rule. The second rule says that there should be an identity element. That is, there should be an identity element. Just like in the mathematical sense. Suppose if you have a multiplication, 3 into 1 or 1 into 3 is nothing but a 3. That is, 1 is the identity element. 1 is the identity element. In each case, that is in the group theory, there should have one identity element. Which is the identity element in the group theory means E will be normally the identity element. E will be normally the identity element. Why means anything that is operated on E will retain the element. That is called as identity element. That is, I will repeat once again, in the mathematical sense, that is what you are doing in the mathematical sense, the same sense you are applying here. That is, you can multiply 3 into 1 or 1 into 3. That the product is nothing but a 3. Or in the group theory sense, we can tell that A is an element of a symmetry. When A element of a symmetry is operated on a identity element, here the identity element is E. Identity element is E. You will retain the product. Then associative law. As per the associative law, A is operated on B. The product of that one is operated on C. Or B is operated on C and the product of that one is operated on A. You will have the product should be same. That is, when you operate in any case, that is A, B into C or A into B into C will have the same product. That is called as associative law. Inverse law. What is that inverse law means? As per the mathematics, you know that 10, you are having a number 10. The inverse of 10 is 1 by 10 or 10 to the power of minus 1. When you multiply 10 into 10 to the power of minus 1, the product is 1. In the same way, in the group theory, you should have one inverse. Every element of symmetry should have one inverse. In the commutative law says that the product of two elements, that is the product of two elements of symmetry, A into B and B into A should valid. That is, a commutative law is valid means A into B as well as B into A should be equal. Then the commutative law is valid. If you take all these rules, that is, this rule should be applied to your group theory elements. That is, different types of group theories are groups are there. Based on that one, you should apply all these rules. That is, 5 different rules should be applied. Suppose if commutative law holds good, means then it is called as an abelian group. If it is not holding group, then it is holding. If it is not holding successfully, then it is called as non-abelian group. That is, abelian group A into B is equal to B into A is called as an abelian group. A into B is not equal to B into A means it is called as non-abelian group. That is, If commutative law is valid, then it is called as abelian group. If commutative law is invalid, then it is called as non-abelian group.